Here are my Tusk Pannier Racks for the Honda CRF300L. And supposedly you don't need to be a certified technician to install these. We're going to find out. Oh goody, it came with directions. That's going to help immensely. Oh yes indeed, pictures and everything. CRF300L Pannier Racks. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to undertake this and we'll see how it goes. Oh, this is going to take a little time, I think. Anyway, D-Rock here. Welcome to the channel. I hope you all are well. Today I am going to be obviously installing or attempting to install the Tusk Pannier Racks on my Honda CRF300L. Yes. All right, let's dive in and get going. All right, here's the Honda CRF300L in all her glory. Been having a good time on this bike. And yeah, want to get some racks on it. So these racks are going to be used with soft panniers. I'm not really interested in putting on hard ones, so soft one's going to work, and hopefully my tail rack here is not going to be a problem. So I got to pull all this stuff off and you know, get into it, and we're going to have a great time. So Rocky Mountain ATV has a video on just how to do this, which is good because I'm going to need to use that with the instructions. So basically I'm just going to be recording my frustrations on putting this in. Now, according to their video, it is supposedly very easy to install, but right now I've got to take off my top rack, I've got to pull off my seat, and while we're talking about seats, I didn't do a video on this, but if you've ever tried to install a seat concepts, like an entire seat on your motorcycle, a new one, I don't know if it's for all the models, but for the Honda CRF300L, trying to put the seat on was a hoot, let me just tell you. I love it when they say it only takes a few minutes to install, because it never takes a few minutes to install. All right, tail rack is off, seat is off, moving on. So you're gonna have to forgive me, my garage is poorly lit. I've added lights, but I can do the best I can, and I've got a fan going because it is 95 degrees in here. So, onward and upward. Move foot pegs. Here's one foot peg. All right, well, I pulled all that stuff off because I've got to pull the battery out, pull this out, undo a bunch of bolts in there just to get this off. Yes, indeed. The battery. I'm really getting to know the bike now, aren't I? I have to do all this. Far so good. This battery box is gonna be interesting. So You see, I've got to get, there's 4 bolts to loosen the battery box, and then the green right there is the starter solenoid. It's a rubber mount. You pull that out, no big deal. But 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, all right, we're getting there. All right, all that. Get this foot peg off. And can I even get the foot peg off? Am I supposed to pull that whole thing out? Surely not. I'm going to swing it out just like that. There we go. Woo! Yeah, I get it back in. Now I get to put all that shit back together. Oh, we're having a good time now, let me tell you. Let me just tell you. These little black snap pieces. Don't even know why. Why? It's just going to go right back in. Good God. That looks like a job for a zip tie. Screw those snap things. Oh, yeah. Works just fine. All right. It appears that I've got everything back together. And of course, right there, one of those little snap things, gone. I don't even know where that went, so that might have to be zip tied. I mean, come on, really? So all the screws are back in, here, and then the battery, solenoid, all that good stuff. So now I'm going to actually attempt to get the racks on. So all that to remove this here, which was the foot pegs. All right, well, I get to put the seat back on. Let's see that it's true now that the seat concept seat has been on and stretched or whatever for a while, that she'll go right on. Right. That has to be up in. Good Lord, they weren't kidding. Seat went right in. Whoa, what a difference. My faith is restored. So I haven't even begun to put the racks on, and I've already dealt with all that. Yeah. So the big question now is, will my top rack still be able to go on with those pannier racks? That is a pretty good question, isn't it? We're gonna find out. All right, well, I've got the right side begun where the foot pegs went. We got one bolt that goes up, locking nut there. I'm gonna do the same on the other side, then get the bumper on, and hopefully I can get the top rack back on and this through there. Okay, so I pretty much seemingly have everything on. A little bit here, a little bit there. Really tighten it all up. One twist at a time. So I've actually used bolts from the actual top rack for the front here instead of the bolts that came with the Tusk racks because they were longer. And then I stuck with the Tusk bolts that came with the racks for the rear, if that made any sense what I just said. But so far, I still got a little tightening to do, but they seem to be coming along. I went back and put, let's see, the spacers from the actual Apex Racing top rack in there, and that fit. I might be able to go back and put them in here, so to pull that stuff back out and retighten everything. But thus far, it looks like they're going to work out just fine. Ta-da! Tusk Pannier Racks are installed, and I gotta be honest, they did go on easy once I had all the stuff pulled out and had to remove those foot pegs and put it all back together, blah blah blah. Getting these on weren't a big deal. I actually pulled them all back apart and put spacers here and here on both sides. My Apex Racing top rack fit with the pannier racks. That's good news. These are on solid. I put a little blue Loctite on the back bolts. I also have spare bolts because it is inevitable these are going to come loose, so I'll keep spare bolts with me in case one of these pops out and I lose it. At least I can put a bolt in and it will get me down the road until I can deal with it. But other than that, I think it's pretty solid. So what I'm going to do next is I haven't done a tail tidy yet on the motorcycle, but I'm going to put the bumper on it right back here. It still fits even though the tail's in the way, but I mean, that's okay. That's not a big deal. I'm still going to install that, and that'll offer a little bit of protection. So, you know, these are all cool things. So, yeah, just a little hint, before you tighten these down, you might want to put the bumper on. Just so you know, because I didn't do that, and now I had to loosen this side to get this on. Now I got to retighten it all again. This is good, clean fun. That's what it is, folks. So just so you know, just so you're aware. Come on. All right, we're done. Everything's tightened, retightened, installed. Bumpers on. Okay, excelente. I think we're ready to go. Now I just need to put some panniers on. Well, all right, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. There you have it. So the plan is to put some soft panniers on there and go on a little road trip. So as always, appreciate you watching. You folks stay safe out there. We'll see you next time. D-Rock out. Adios.